West Valley City Council. Let the roll call show that all members of the council are present this evening. And it's Councilmember Tom Hunn's turn for our opening ceremony. Councilman?
Thank you, Mayor. I appreciate it very much, and thank you for Mayor Peter Karun here today. Appreciate your time to come over here very much. I would like to invite all of you to stand up and we do a pledge. I appreciate it.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Councilman Hunn. We have the minutes of the September 11th regular meeting to be considered this evening.
Mayor, I'll move for approval of the minutes of September 11th, 2012.
Second.
Thank you both. Any discussion there? Okay, all in favor of approving the minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. We come to item 6, which is our comment period. And I could have mentioned him in special recognitions, item 4, but I knew he had signed up for the comment period. We're pleased to have with us the mayor of our great county, Peter Karun.
Thank you.
And so come on up and
Thank you,
and love to hear from
Mr. Chair, Mayor, council members, staff. I'm here as a citizen, so that's why I'm not wearing my tie and coat. Otherwise, I'd show you better respect than dressing this way. But I am here to promote the Parks and Trails bond, and I know you've gone through this, and so is South Salt Lake, and hopefully third time's the charm to be able to build some parks and trails. Just quickly, Salt Lake County is promoting a $47 million bond to complete the Jordan River Trail and to complete the Parleys Trail as well, which will go from Mill Creek down to, I guess, West Valley, the Jordan River, to the Jordan River, and as well as building 3 new parks: the Whedon Farm Park in Draper, the Southwest Regional Park in Bluffdale, the Lodestone Park, partially in West Valley, partially in Kearns, and then to buy land in Magna for a regional park. And when I say regional park, those are 60 to 80 acres, and so these parks will be either 60-acre park and an 80-acre. It's listed inside. I can never remember which one's which, but a Lodestone would be a 62-acre park. Parks serve our entire community. As somebody who's got 3 children in soccer programs, these comp soccer programs, I know I travel all over the valley every weekend, not necessarily in my own neighborhood, so your citizens are served, whether it's in your backyard or not. Obviously there will be one in West Valley, but people of West Valley will be able to use these parks throughout Salt Lake County. So I would ask you to educate your voters, whether you support it or not, that's up to you, but I at least want to have our voters educated on what's on the ballot come November. It's Proposition 1. And we think it's something that's good for the community, and the demand is out there for soccer fields, baseball fields. Lacrosse is the fastest growing sport in Utah, so now the lacrosse folks want fields as well. And then people just want open space and natural trails for their families, and parks are probably the most affordable way to spend time with your families. And I always say I'd rather be building parks than jails. And the proposal would be an average of $5.73 per year for a residential property valued at $238,000. If it's a commercial property of the same value, it would be $10.24 a year. So $47 million is a lot of money, but when you spread it over the entire county, it's fairly affordable, less than the price of a movie, as I like to say. So love to have your help in educating your citizens, and appreciate your time.
Okay, thank you, Mayor Karun.
And since I'm here, you're free to ask me about any other questions that may be rising regarding Salt Lake County.
Okay, in a moment we'll have our city council comments, and there may be a question or two, so thank you. Let's see, item 6B, our city manager comments. Mr. Pyle, anything on your mind tonight?
Sir, no, don't have any comments tonight, thank you.
Okay, item 6C, city council comments. Anyone on the council like to comment, or is Mayor Karun welcome to any questions since he's here?
Just a comment on the parks bond. Both the Lodestone and the Magna Regional Park, we have a lot of people in the city that are interested in both. They would serve people of our community very well. Of course, Lodestone is close to Diamond Summit, where we don't have a city park, and so this would help accommodate their needs. And then the Magna one, of course, is just right on the city boundaries at 7200 West, and a lot of the people in that area are already interested in that park and interested in how that might increase their recreational capacity. So I think these are very good for our city.
Okay, thank you. Any other council comments?
Mayor, if I
Yes.
speak in a little bit as someone that's followed this close as a private citizen, as well as a member of this council, and as the chair to represent this body on the Jordan River Commission, to see the council to bring together a list of all the park needs throughout the entire county and the price tag on it, and then the council get together and decide to trim it down to a little bit more affordable and a little bit more manageable price tag with identifying the things which are maybe the most important, namely being things that are regional in nature, or things that are destination spots like the Jordan River Parkway or a Magna area regional park. And so the process, I think, has been remarkably good, remarkably transparent, remarkably open to get it open and going. And I think to kind of echo what Mayor Croonan mentioned, that I think the exciting thing on this is, yeah, it's exciting if it passes and we have these new things in here, but it's also just exciting, and commend the county that we're having the discussion on some of these things, because for years it's been talked about to complete these last couple gaps in the Jordan River Parkway Trail, and it's been done piecemeal, and different municipalities have kind of had to blend together or try to do their section. And to me, this is what a county government does, is tries to identify things that is a benefit to people countywide. And so having this Parkway Trail completed and having 50 miles of lake to lake trailway will benefit the recreation, will benefit alternate means of travel, will be a benefit to economic development. Not just for West Valley City, as there's really not trail gaps here, but it'll be a boom all the way around. And so, again, whether or not you have these or not, it's exciting to have this discussion, and we'll look forward to however this turns out, to be able to move forward with our partners with the county and with the members of the Jordan River Commission, and to try to find ways of sustainable ways to move some of these projects, some of these largely demanded projects over. And I remember one thing that we had mentioned when the county had asked input from the commission was, is there kind of an appetite for this? And we had found, going through the blueprint process 3 years ago, that 80% of people in Salt Lake County had said that they would be willing to pay $20 or more for, or $20. The $20 was the limit on $20 was the 80% limit to what people were willing to pay to have improvements to the Jordan River Parkway. And so to be able to get this for an average of $573, all those, I'd say that's going to be a good chunk of people are going to be really happy with the bargain they get on that. So thank you.
Okay, thank you. Other comments? Okay, let me just conclude with we appreciate Mayor Kern for coming in and for, as Corey mentioned, the thoroughness that the county's gone through on this process. As Councilmember Vincent mentioned, there's, of all the cities in the valley, I think our city stands to gain as much as anybody through this passing, and we do recognize that. I just wanted, on a personal note, as some of you know, Mayor Kern has chosen not to run for re-election for a third term, and so his weeks and months there on 21st South and State are numbered, and kudos to him for pushing hard to the end to try to make a difference and a big impact on the quality of life in Salt Lake County. And I'll tell you, as a mayor that sat with him through conference of mayors meetings and different things, that he is very well respected and has always been a friend of this city, and we especially appreciate your friendship with whether it's Hell Center Theater or the Utah Cultural Celebration Center. In fact, we look forward to seeing there Friday night, to the Jordan River Trail projects and these other county facilities. We're appreciated the temperament and the partnership that you've had with the city and your staff, and that has been noted and appreciated, and we will always count Peter Kroon as a friend of West Valley City. So on a personal note, thank you, Mayor, for coming in.
Appreciate that, and if when you're planning not to run for office, let the citizens know as early as possible, because they tend to like you more when they know you're running. But thank you, and if you'll excuse me, you have 3 young children at home who need to do their homework. So.
Go get him. Thanks, Mayor. See you Friday.
Thank you, Mayor.
Okay, this concludes our comment period tonight. We come to item 7, which is a couple of resolutions. The first one is Resolution 12-134. Mr. Pyle, please introduce that one.
Thank you, sir. So this resolution this evening would allow a special warranty deed transfer to Jordan River Marketplace LLC. As you know, that is representing or is the legal body for Ascent Construction, who's doing the project. This is part of the process along which we've been moving, and these 3 parcels would allow for them to move forward with building that project to the next step.
Okay, thank you. We discussed this last week in our study meeting. Would anyone like to make a motion on 12-134?
Mayor, I'd move approval of Resolution 12-134.
Second.
Thank you both. Any discussion there? Okay, all in favor of approving 12-134, say aye.
Aye.
Any who oppose? Okay, that sounds unanimous. Mr. Pyle, 12-135.
Thank you, sir. So what we have here is acceptance and approval of a temporary turnaround easement from a residential subdivision in the city located at 6302 West Petton Way and 6275 West Copen Way. So these are at the end of 2 what will be cul-de-sacs, but right now they're not finished yet because they haven't got to those phases of the subdivision as of yet.
Okay, thank you. Council, what's your pleasure on this one?
Move for approval of Resolution 12-135.
Second?
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion there? Okay, all in favor of approving 12-135, say aye.
Aye.
Any who oppose? Okay, that also passes unanimously. Any need for executive session tonight by anybody? Okay, we come to item 9, which is to adjourn.